Hello, coaches. Welcome back to another Modern Soccer Coach Breakdown. This week, we're going to take a look at one of my favorite tactical concepts in the modern game, third man runs. It's something that we're seeing quite a lot at the highest level today, but even though it's becoming more common, it's not that easy to coach. So today, we're going to look at, first of all, what it is, second of all, why it's important to player development, and third, how you can coach this complex, but maybe not as complex as it first looks concept. If you enjoy the breakdown, if you enjoy the exercises, you can get them for free on the link below, modernsoccercoach.com. And if you're looking for more Modern Soccer Coach content, if you're looking for more coaching content, please join our Modern Soccer Coach Insider. For only $10 a month, you get weekly bonus content, access to all our webinars, tons of session content, plus access to the private WhatsApp group where we can discuss, share, and you can also request topics to be covered for those Modern Soccer Coach chats. I'll put the link below, Modern Soccer Coach Insider. But today, let's look at third man runs. All right, first up, let's define what a third man run is. It's basically a coordinated movement between three players designed to break through pressure or a defensive line. It begins when one player attracts an opponent towards the ball. We're going to talk about that and how important it is. Attracts an opponent towards the ball, creating space somewhere else on the pitch for your third player to exploit. To simplify it, player 1 provokes pressure, player 2 connects or sets, and player 3 runs into the space that's opened up. Why this matters for player development is that third man runs teach three different concepts that are very, very important in the modern game. The first is the timing of the movement, the second is the awareness of space, and the third is that connection between teammates. And as you'll see, you're teaching players to read in-game pictures rather than rely upon predicted plays. So let's look at three exercises again. If you want the breakdowns of these and you want the dimensions and you want the details written down, head to the link below, modernsoccercoach.com. Here we go, 3 ways to coach it. So the first way is to build it into your warm-up so players get familiar with the idea, the concept, and also the movements. So in this exercise here, you've got 2 groups of 3 players. Player 1 starts with the ball, plays a vertical pass into player 2, who checks short into that middle zone, and then as the pass travels, player 3 plays player 1 into that space, into that middle zone. So they're moving into space, and then they play that vertical pass into the next zone, having unlocked space. Then they go back, they change up their positions, the other team then moves. So players are constantly moving around. It's not just a fixed pattern where they're playing the same passes for 4 or 5 minutes. They're always moving, and you're looking for timing. And then also you're looking for that awareness of when to check and reading that pass, the weight of the pass, and trying to get that movement up to speed so the players then feel confident taking this into a training exercise. Idea 2, I got this idea from Touch Tight Coaching. I saw it on their website and thought, this is fantastic. This is working it into a finishing exercise. So again, this is where you can actually build it into a shot, into a finish, and you can actually bring it to life a little bit in the final third. So it is more of a set pattern, but you want to work this really, really quick, where you've got the initial bounce pass, and then you've got the run beyond the player. You want that player checking into that ball at number 11 space, and then number 10 running beyond. Then you've got the rotation. The other side will go and perform the same action. But then you can progress this, and this is what I love about this exercise, is you can actually progress this to both sides working together. Again, painting the pictures for the players where it can be used, and also showing the players that the movement from the midfielders is so important, the timing from the midfielders is so important, and what spaces they're trying to get into. This is why I like this, is that it really does a great job in painting that picture, like I said, about players getting beyond forward players. A lot of midfielders these days you see supporting underneath forwards. Think what third man runs can do really effectively in a game is to get players beyond and alongside forwards for that vital combination play. So this is a great exercise, again, to introduce it into that training session. And then the third exercise is trying to paint that picture in a game. So here we've got Blues versus Reds. Reds are down 1 player. So here we've taken away the number 9 because we want the 4 and the 5 to circulate the ball across the pitch, but we also want them to provoke pressure higher up the pitch. And now it's not just about final third movement. It's also maybe about getting inverted fullbacks into spaces. And also then, again, that runs beyond the forward line. So in this one here, again, you're playing and you're not necessarily drawing it out for the players, but maybe you're incentivizing it by offering 2 points for a goal that's scored from a third man run. And then also as a coach, you're not necessarily going in and saying you should have done this, you should have done that, but maybe you're making players aware of where those spaces are. And this is where I think you're connecting the dots as a coach from the movements and the timings into the awareness about when players draw out of a space and a space opens up, how you could use a third player run to exploit that space. Again, in between defensive lines, in behind defensive lines, but that forward moving and that forward passing, very, very important. So you want to give them an advantage in terms of the numerical overload, but not too much of an advantage where you still want to be able to utilize man-to-man marking and take advantage of playing against those systems. Thanks again for watching, coaches. Please like and subscribe before you shoot off today. Thanks again. See you next week. Goodbye. Hello, coaches. We'll take a quick break here. Please consider joining us for our new launched Modern Soccer Coach Insider. It's a new platform. We've got a ton of requests to go a little bit deeper into the content that we do with the breakdowns of the podcast. So we have built out Modern Soccer Coach Insider. 3 massive advantages to join. Number one, you get access, on-demand access to every single webinar we've done at Modern Soccer Coach. And as you know, there are quite a few of them over the years. You get access on demand. They're easy to find. It's all laid out really, really well and professional. Second of all, we will continue to build out content, but this will be exclusive content on the platform. So you will get new sessions, new coaching resources that you will get access to on the platform. And then third of all, the most important thing for me is the ability for us to connect and collaborate with the coaching community that we have engaged over the years. So you'll have an opportunity to jump on calls with myself, talk about high school coaching, talk about game models, talk about training session design. We'll do regular calls with coaches on that there, and you'll have the opportunity to jump on and discuss. And again, go a little bit deeper with the discussions that we talk upon on the podcast, on the breakdowns. I'll put the link below, Modern Soccer Coach Insider. Massive, massive appreciation for your support to help us build it. Now we need one more favor, and that is to jump on and join in the conversations over there. We won't stop producing Modern Soccer Coach content, of course, but there's only so far you can go on YouTube. There's only so far you can go on a post on LinkedIn, and we want to go a little bit further with you guys. So please join us, Modern Soccer Coach Insider. Link is in the comments. Link is in the description. Join us today.